Money doesn't answer panic. It answers posture. When you soften, when you share a small laugh with someone near you, doors that ignored you begin to notice your voice. Have you ever stood in front of a simple choice and felt your chest go tight for no visible reason? A basket costs more than you planned, a child needs something right now, a tiny plan suddenly asks for a bigger yes. No alarms are blaring, but inside you hear the old click-click of fear, counting every coin. Your face still smiles, yet your stomach holds its breath. You tell yourself to be reasonable. You tell yourself to be grateful. You tell yourself to be strong. But the sound underneath those good words is still tense, and the law hears the sound more than the sentence. Here is a quiet truth that might stop you for a moment. Scarcity is not your personality. It is only your posture. You were not born clutching. You learn to clutch. And what is learned can be unlearned, gently, kindly, together. Florence taught that your word is law when it is spoken from the heart that knows God is source. That little sentence changes everything. Source does not shrink because a label says premium. Source does not tremble because a price has 3 digits instead of 2. What trembles is our throat. What locks is our jaw. What closes is our tone. We try to speak abundance with a clenched mouth, and then we wonder why the door barely opens. A shared laugh is not denial. It is a signal. I am safe enough to receive. It loosens the jaw that used to guard every syllable. It melts the forehead that used to read budgets like bad weather. It turns the key inside your chest so that your next sentence carries power instead of plea. The moment you laugh with another woman in the line, or with the kind stranger who bags your greens, or with a friend over the simplest mix-up, your voice returns to you. And when your voice returns, your word can work. Have you noticed how money moves toward places where people are at ease? A cozy shop with warm eyes behind the counter. A market table where the vendor hums and greets everyone like a cousin. We call it good energy and pass by. But what we are really sensing is a clean channel. No begging, no push, just welcome. Florence would say, cast the burden, then speak the word. The laugh helps you cast. The decree opens the gate. Picture a small moment that could be yours. A price tag makes you blink. Your friend catches your look and grins. That label is louder than the dress. You both breathe out together. Shoulders fall, lips curl, the world feels less sharp. Then you say, very simply, under grace, my supply meets this need. You are not arguing with numbers. You are not scolding yourself. You are blessing the path. Minutes later, you find the last piece in your size, marked lower than the sign above it. Maybe it's a sale. Maybe it's a surprise. Maybe it's the store honoring last week's price by mistake. Call it what you like. What matters is the inner order. Fear stepped back. Your word stepped forward. The law listens to more than grammar. It listens to temperature. A cold sentence spoken with heat of worry says, not enough. A warm sentence spoken with a small laugh says, room for me. You do not need to laugh loudly or long. This is not performance. This is a soft reset for the system that learned to thrive on stress. We are not giggling our bills away. We are choosing a tone that tells heaven and earth, I am not in danger. I am held. I can speak blessing now. There is a myth many of us were taught, that seriousness proves worthiness. If we crumple our brow and carry our load like a soldier, perhaps the world will reward our effort. But listen, heaviness is not holiness. Heaviness is only heaviness. Holiness is trust. And trust often sounds like a small, kind laugh, one that says, I know who holds me. I can put this weight down for a breath. From that breath, your sentence becomes clean, short, bright, and backed by peace. Another everyday scene. You are choosing fruit. The seller adds an extra piece. for luck. And you both make the little sound people make when a gift appears, half chuckle, half gratitude. Right there, say a quiet line in your heart. Under grace, I live in generous order. No thunder, no fireworks, just order. And order multiplies. If you worry that laughing makes you careless, hear this. Joy is not careless. Joy is careful with you. Joy watches your nervous system and gives it a softer chair. Joy takes your hand off the emergency lever so you can touch the right switch. You are not becoming foolish. You are becoming free. A free woman speaks shorter, cleaner words, and those words travel farther. Let's set one strong stake in the ground. Money does not come because you shrink. Money comes because you open. The opening is inside the mouth that blesses, inside the face that softens, inside the body that dares to share a little laugh with another human being, right in the middle of ordinary life. The moment you do, you step out of the storm of what if and stand under grace. Under grace, you are not chasing, you are receiving. Under grace, you are not proving, you are provided for. You may ask, what if I have real needs? Then, even more, keep your tone clean. Needs are not shame. Needs are cues. Speak to them the way Florence would invite you to speak. Not with panic, not with pleading, but with a gentle authority that knows who signs the checks behind every check. Say little, say true, and let the room hear the smile in your voice. The law is not impressed by long speeches. It is moved by right word, right spirit. So let this be the first shift we make together. Before you speak about money, let a small laugh loosen the key. Release the old script that says you must frown to be wise. Bless the moment. Then choose one clear sentence that a child could learn and a queen could own. You will feel the difference in your body. You will hear the difference in your voice. And the world around you, quietly, practically, kindly, will begin to make room. Under grace. Let's lay the ground that everything else will stand on. Florence taught a simple line that sounds almost too plain to be powerful. Your word is law. Not law because you forced it, but law because a clean word carries authority. A clenched word begs. A clean word rules. When your tone is gentle and your heart is steady, your word does its work without noise. Here is the second pillar. God is source. People are channels. Jobs are channels. Shops, clients, cousins, partners. These are the pipes. The water is not the pipe. When one pipe closes, source has thousands more. If you make a person your source, you become afraid of their mood. If you honor God as source, you can bless every person and still be free. You do not have to chase. You choose, you speak, you receive under grace. Why does a small laugh matter? Because law listens not only to what you say, but how you say it. The inner mind hears the music under the words. If the music is fear, it imprints fear. If the music is peace, it imprints peace. A gentle laugh loosens the fear music so your next line can carry truth. This is not silliness. This is order. Think of your word like an order slip handed to the universe. If your slip says, not enough, the inner desk stamps denied and files it neatly. If your slip says, under grace, this is paid in perfect ways, the stamp reads, approved. And a route opens. The route may be a discount, a refund you forgot, a client you didn't expect, a kind timing you did not plan. We do not command methods. We decree outcomes and leave methods to God. Some of us were trained to speak against ourselves. I can't afford that. Money hates me. I'm just bad with numbers. Each sentence is a small curse. It feels like venting, but the inner mind does not add winks or sarcasm. It simply obeys. Florence would say, stop giving orders you don't want delivered. Replace them with clean lines that a child could learn. I am supplied under grace. This is paid with ease. I walk in generous order, short, warm, true. There is a fear that if we stop clutching, we will become careless. It is the opposite. Carelessness comes from panic. We buy wildly, we promise rashly, we sign without reading because our nervous system is screaming. When peace returns, wisdom returns. We ask one more question. We compare with a clear head. We wait one more day if the tone feels wrong. Under grace never rushes you. Under grace is timely and kind. Another fear says, if God is source, does that mean I do nothing? No. It means you do the right things with the right spirit. You keep your word. You answer messages. You show up as a woman of order, but you do it without the whip of terror. You move like a queen, not a beggar. A queen still works. She just doesn't worship the clock or the price tag. Her word carries weight because her center is quiet. Let's make this practical. Choose one small area that usually tightens. Your face, maybe gifts, groceries, supplies for a project, little things that add up. Before you speak about it, soften your body. Let your lips curve slightly. Let your shoulders drop a fraction. Then say one line, God is my source. I am led to fair prices and kind timing. Do not argue with the line. Do not add 10 more lines. Say it once, like you mean it, and then move through the aisle of life with open eyes. You will notice obvious things you used to miss. A better option, a bundle price, a simple swap that saves money without lowering your peace. There is a story women tell each other in quiet rooms, how one blessing changed the tone of a whole day. A mother whispered, I bless this expense, while buying something needed. Later, an email arrived with a credit note for an earlier overcharge. Was it luck? Call it what you like. In Florence's language, it is the boomerang of a clean word. Blessing sends out a curve that returns multiplied. You may say, but I have big numbers, not small ones. Law does not fear zeros. Law looks for order. The same sentence that clears a tiny knot can clear a heavy one, because both are resolved by the same source. Don't dramatize the number. Clean the channel. A channel is clean when your tone is not begging, not bargaining, not accusing anyone, not accusing yourself. It is a gentle authority. This is supplied under grace in perfect ways. That is the Florence spirit, firm, calm, and free. Be careful with hidden negations. I am not broke, still pictures broke. I won't be late, still pictures late. State what you do choose, not what you push away. I am provided for. I arrive in perfect time. I keep step with good. The inner mind loves pictures that match peace. Give it pictures a warm woman would live inside. Let's address guilt, because guilt is a thief of clarity. Guilt says, who am I to have ease? Grace answers, who are you not to have order? You having order does not take food from another table. In grace, everyone can step into right supply. When you receive rightly, you often spend wisely, tip kindly, share freely, and doors open for others too. Lack breeds hoarding. Order breeds flow. Now a line you can keep close to your ribs. People are channels, God is source. You can love people, thank them, pay them, bless them, and still not fear them. If a channel narrows, you don't collapse. You breathe, you smile a little, you speak your one clean sentence, and you watch for the next open pipe. Law respects a woman who refuses to worship pipes. Before we go on, seal this section with 3 short speak-alongs. Say them softly, with a mild smile, so your body believes you. My word is law when my heart is quiet. God is my source. People are kind channels. Under grace, supply meets every right need. If your mind argues, let it chatter and pass. You are not debating. You are deciding. The decision is simple. You will no longer spend your voice on curses dressed as jokes. You will no longer rehearse lack. You will speak little and clean. You will let a small laugh wash the sharp edge from your tone, and you will return again and again to the two pillars that hold the whole house. Word is law. God is source. From here, the practice becomes natural. From here, the winds do not have to be loud to be real. Under grace, they will simply be yours. Now we move from knowing to doing. The house already has its pillars. Word is law, God is source. This is the front door you will use each day, and it opens with 4 gentle movements that feel like one smooth motion. Breathe, laugh softly, bless, decree. You will not strain. You will not perform. You will make a little space inside your chest so your word can travel with power and peace. Begin with the breath. Count 2 in, pause 1, and let 2 slip out. It is small and kind, like smoothing a sleeve before you speak. Your shoulders drop a little. Your jaw loosens. Your lips find the shape of a natural smile. The body hears, we are safe to receive. Fear loves a shallow breath. Faith likes a steady one. Then comes the soft laugh. Not loud, not showy, just a warm at the back of the throat, or a tiny heh behind closed lips. Think of it as a switch. It turns off the emergency tone you used to live in. It tells your inner room, we will not bargain or beg. We will bless. A tight mouth cannot carry a royal word. This little laugh melts the lock. Now bless. Name the thing in front of you and speak good over it. If an item feels costly, bless the quality and the right pricing. If a choice feels confusing, bless the path and your good judgment. If a request feels sudden, bless the timing and the help that comes with it. Blessing is how you cast the burden without throwing it at someone else. You are not fighting the world. You are standing in order. Finally, the decree. 1 line only. Under grace. Short, warm, clean. You are not writing poetry. You are issuing a lawful sentence in a calm voice. Under grace is the safety rail. It means right ways, right time, right measure for you and for others. It means the channel that opens will not harm another table. It means the answer will fit. Here are lines that work because a child could learn them and a queen could own them. Speak them with a small smile so your body believes you. Under grace, this is paid with ease. Under grace, I choose with clear peace. Under grace, supply meets this need. Under grace, I am led to fair prices and kind timing. Under grace, I have more than enough to bless. Do not stack 3 lines in a row. Say 1. Let it stand. Let God be God about the method. Use the formula in ordinary places where your voice used to tighten. The tag on a dress looks bold. Breathe 2, pause 1, breathe 2 out. Let the little laugh soften your brow. Bless the purchase and the budget. Decree once. The clerk misreads a number. Breathe. Laugh softly to keep your tone kind. Bless the conversation. Decree. Under grace, this is corrected in perfect ways. A project needs extra materials. Breathe. Laugh softly. Bless the work. Decree. Under grace, provision and wisdom arrive together. You are not trying to force a discount or twist a person. You are opening a clean route for right supply to show itself. If your mind rushes to argue, let it pass like a bus you are not boarding. The law is not moved by panic. It is moved by a right word in a right spirit. When the old habit returns, and some days it will, reset at once. 1 small breath, 1 soft laugh, 1 blessing, 1 line. You are building a new reflex, and a new reflex is just practice that has become gentle. Keep watch over 2 common slips. The first slip is performance, acting cheerful while your inner voice is shouting. Do not fake brightness. Choose softness. If you cannot laugh yet, breathe first until your face releases, then let a small sound come naturally. The second slip is contradiction, saying a clean line, then immediately canceling it with a joke or a sigh. Under grace, this is paid with ease. I'm always broke anyway. That second sentence is the real order. Do not send it. Replace it quickly. I meant this. Paid with ease. It is better to speak one true line and stay quiet than to sprinkle glitter over fear. Some women worry that a blessing will make them careless. Florence would smile and remind you, blessing is order, not denial. When peace enters, wisdom returns. You notice the plain option that meets the need without pain. You ask the extra question that saves a fee. You sense when to wait one day and the price simply settles. Under grace is not a rush. It is good timing. Let the mouth feel the shape of these words because form teaches meaning. Under grace starts with an open vowel, the lips round, the sound is kind. Your body takes the hint. A voice that sounds safe invites safe outcomes. A voice that sounds punished repeats old storms. This is why we begin with breath and that quiet laugh. We are tuning the instrument before we play the note. Test the formula on something small so your heart collects proof. Choose a simple purchase or a tiny decision. Work the 4 movements as one. Breathe, laugh softly, bless, decree. Then move through the scene without hunting for a miracle. You are not chasing a sign, you are walking in order. Results like to arrive when you are not peeking out the window every minute. They come as ease, as clarity, as a fair price, as a good yes or a clean no. Let peace be the first measure and provision the second. In time, you will see they travel together. If shame tries to speak, who are you to have ease? Answer gently, I am a woman under grace. Ease does not make you smaller, it makes you generous. When you stand in order, you pay on time, tip kindly, give wisely, and your life becomes a quiet river that waters other fields. This is not fantasy, it is tone. Tone builds roots, and roots carry supply. Hold one simple picture as you practice. Your word is a key. Breath oils the key. The soft laugh turns it. The blessing lines the doorway. The decree opens the room. You do not need to shove. You step through because the door gives way to the right hand in the right spirit. And every time you complete these 4 movements, your inner house learns them a little better until they feel like one graceful gesture. Your natural way with money and with life. Keep the formula close. Whisper it to yourself as a promise. Breathe, laugh, bless, decree. Under grace. Then let silence do its work for a moment. The next thing you say about money will ride on that silence. It will ride like a queen, not a beggar. And the world, which reads tone faster than it reads words, will make the small adjustments that become your quiet wins. We will practice together now, gently and clearly. Keep your back easy, your jaw soft. Let the corners of your mouth rise a little. This is not a show. This is a small order for your inner house. The root is the same each time. Breathe, laugh softly, bless, decree, under grace. I will guide. You will answer with one clean line. Let the voice sound kind, as if you are talking to someone you love, because you are. First the breath that tells your body, we are safe. In for 2, hold for 1, out for 2. Do it once more. Your shoulders lower a little. Your face releases. Now a tiny laugh, hardly louder than a hum. It switches off the old alarm. Good. We begin. Think of a simple checkout line. A few greens, a loaf, something small you chose for someone at home. The numbers look sharper than you hoped. Let your hand rest on the basket. Breathe 2, hold 1, out 2. Let a small laugh soften your brow. Bless what you see. The work that grew this food, the hands that brought it here, your own care in choosing. Now decree. One line only, under grace. Say it softly with me. Under grace, this is paid with ease. Let the line stand in the air. Do not add more. Let the breath be the period. If your mind tries to argue, we will answer it with peace, not debate. Breathe again. A small laugh. Bless the moment once more. And now the same line, steadier. Under grace, this is paid with ease. Good. One last round for this scene. Breathe, soft laugh. Bless the exchange. Both sides, giver and receiver. Then, under grace, this is paid with ease. We move to a quiet table at home. A paper sits there, an invoice, a fee, a note that asks for money soon. Do not scold yourself. Place your fingers on the paper as if you are blessing a child's forehead. Breathe 2, hold 1, out 2. A tiny laugh to melt the knot. Bless the path this payment walks, the service you received, the order it keeps. Now your sentence simple and lawful. Under grace, this bill is settled in perfect ways. Let silence do a little work. Do not chase a method. Let God be God about the how. Breathe again, soften your mouth. Another small laugh. Bless once more and say, under grace, this bill is settled in perfect ways. One more time for the inner muscles to learn the move. Breathe, laugh softly. Bless, decree. Under grace, this bill is settled in perfect ways. Now picture a gift, a small thing you want to give, a scarf in a color she loves, a simple candle that makes a room feel held. Old Worry once said, maybe next month. Today we choose order, not delay born of fear. Touch the item with a kind hand. Breathe 2, hold 1, out 2. Let a gentle laugh tell your nervous system, we are not in danger. Bless the circulation. Money leaves to bless, money returns to bless. Then speak. Under grace, I have more than enough to bless. Feel the sentence sit inside your ribs. Breathe again. A little laugh. Bless the person who will receive and the path by which supply returns to you. Then, under grace, I have more than enough to bless. One last time. Breathe, laugh, bless, decree, calm and sure. Under grace, I have more than enough to bless. If an old voice pops up, be realistic, or you always fall short. We will not fight it. We will replace it. Put a hand on your chest so the body hears the truth from the body. Breathe 2, hold 1, out 2. A tiny laugh. Bless your own life, your learning, your courage, your steady steps. Say, my word is law when my heart is quiet. Yes, again, my word is law when my heart is quiet. And seal it with the source. God is my source. People are kind channels. Return to the root once more, now as one smooth gesture. Picture any everyday scene, choosing supplies for a project, speaking with someone about a fee, comparing two fair options. Breathe 2, hold 1, out 2. Laugh softly until your jaw is friendly. Bless the things and the people involved. Then one line, short, warm, true. Choose the one that fits and speak it as if setting a crown on your own head. Under grace, supply meets this need. Or, under grace, I choose with clear peace. Do not explain the line, do not make it longer. The power is in its cleanness. You are not trying to seduce life. You are standing in order. When you hold this tone, you notice quiet helps that used to hide in plain sight. A kind adjustment, a fair alternative, an honest not now that saves you later. This is not magic thinking. This is spiritual mechanics in a feminine voice. Let's correct the two slips that steal results. Slip 1, performance. If your smile is tight, return to breath until the laugh comes naturally. We are not painting over fear. We are rinsing it. Slip 2, contradiction. If you speak a clean decree, do not cancel it with a sigh or a joke against yourself. If it happens, gently replace it at once. I meant this, and repeat your one true line. You are training a new reflex, and training works best when it is kind. We will close this practice with a short chain, 3 lines that build a hallway you can walk any day. Breathe 2, Hold 1, out 2. Laugh softly. Bless the path before you. Then slowly. Under grace, I live in generous order. Under grace, this is arranged in perfect ways. Under grace, I am provided for and I provide. Stay quiet for a heartbeat. Feel how your body sits differently when the tone is right. This is the room you will speak from now. Money does not come because you plead. It comes because you open and you bless. When you need to act, you will. When you need to wait, you will. Your word, warm and clean, will travel farther than effort ever did. Keep the root close. Breathe, laugh, bless, decree, and let the winds be gentle and real, exactly where life is already meeting you, under grace. We have turned the key together. You have felt how a gentle laugh loosens the jaw, how blessing sets the doorway in order, how one clean line travels farther than a storm of words. Now we seal it, not as a trick for special moments, but as the way you carry yourself through ordinary life. A woman under grace does not chase, does not plead, does not explain herself to fear. She breathes, she softens, she speaks little and clean. And the world, hearing her tone, makes room. Identity comes first because identity chooses every sentence. You are not the problem you are solving. You are not the price on the tag. You are not the total on a paper. You are a daughter of Source, trusted with small things and larger things, trained to bless both. When you remember who you are, the next line writes itself. When you forget, the mouth tries to bargain. If you slip, return to the simple truth. I stand under grace. My word is law when my heart is quiet. Feel the body agree, the shoulders lower, the throat opens again. Then the line comes back warm and short. Let there be an oath, light in weight but heavy in meaning, an oath you keep because it keeps you. I will not curse my life with casual jokes. I will not speak lack to sound humble. I will not rehearse fear out loud. I will bless what I touch, and I will decree one clean outcome. Under grace, then move on. I will cast the burden and leave the method to God. I will be a woman who sounds safe, so safe routes can find me. Now the rhythm. Not a schedule to chase, but 3 natural doorways you already pass. The first doorway is the first opening of your day, whenever that is. The second doorway is any exchange, whenever life asks you to choose, to compare, to pay, to receive. The third doorway is the closing, whenever you lay something down and let the day fold itself. At each doorway, you do the same small act. Breathe, laugh softly, bless, decree. It can take 15 seconds. You do not owe the world a performance. You owe your heart a tone. At the first doorway, let the face rise into a small smile and say, barely above a whisper, under grace, I walk in generous order. Nothing more. Move into the day as a woman already held. At the doorway of exchange, when numbers or choices ask for your voice, give the voice back to yourself first. Breathe 2, pause 1, 2 out. Let the tiny laugh tell your chest it is safe. Bless the people and the objects in the scene. Then one line. Under grace, supply meets this need. Or, under grace, I choose with clear peace. Make the choice that fits the line. At the doorway of closing, before you release your tasks, touch your own hand and say, under grace, what is mine stays, what is not fades kindly. Then let the room dim and trust rest to be holy work. Women often ask, what if a wave of worry returns? It will, sometimes. Waves visit every shore. Do not take it as a sign that you failed. Take it as a cue to reset. You know the way. A short breath. A quiet laugh. A blessing that refuses to accuse anyone, even yourself. One clean line. No arguments. Fear is loud. Faith is clear. You do not have to outshout fear. You only have to speak from the deeper room and let the shallow sound pass. If money has been a battlefield, let it become a garden. Gardens are made by small, faithful touches, water here, light there, quiet weeding. Your daily rhythm is that touch. Each small decree is a seed. We do not stand over a seed and demand it sprout by noon. We plant, we bless, we keep the ground friendly, and growth chooses its time. Under grace is not slow to punish you. It is patient to arrange what is good for you and good for others, in ways you could not plan without strain. Make space for delight. When a fair price appears, receive it without suspicion. When a kind correction clears a mistake, say thank you and let it be easy. When a refund lands or a door opens, resist the old urge to cancel your own good with a joke against yourself. Light does not apologize for shining. Ease does not apologize for arriving. Say a warm line as you accept. Under grace, I am provided for and I provide. That line keeps pride from swelling and keeps shame from shrinking you. It places you in the true middle, steady, thankful, generous. Keep watch over contradictions. A woman who speaks clean and then sighs against herself has sent 2 orders to the same desk. The desk will set both aside until you decide which one you mean. Decide quickly. If you slip, replace the line at once. I meant this, you say kindly, and you repeat the decree you choose. Your word is a key. It deserves 1 lock, not 2. Let friendship carry part of the weight. The title we are living is Laugh Together, and together is strong medicine. Share the practice with a sister who needs her jaw to unclench. Send her 1 line and do it with her over a short call. Breathe together. Laugh softly together. Bless the same scene, and each of you decree your own outcome. Under grace. 2 voices in peace are a bell. The air changes around them. When you see a tiny win, tell her. When she sees a tiny win, let her tell you. This is how women keep courage warm. If what you heard today opened a little space in you, let that warmth ripple. Tap the heart so this message stays close to your feed. Pass it to one woman who will feel safer when she hears it. Leave one small win in a note below. Something quiet and real within the next day. A correction in your favor. A kinder option. A purchase that felt right without tension. When you are ready for more lines like these, follow along so each week we can practice 1 sentence worth remembering. Your voice will grow steady with company. Your results will grow consistent with practice. Now set the seal where it belongs, over your name. Speak softly so the bones can hear and believe. I am a woman under grace. My word is law when my heart is quiet. I bless what I touch, and I decree what is right, and I walk in generous order. Let the breath close the sentence. Let the jaw stay loose. Let the chest feel wide again. Nothing has to be forced. You know the route. You can walk it light. When you step out from here, do not hunt for a sign. Watch for order. It will look like peace returning to your face in places that used to tighten you. It will look like fair numbers, honest timing, clear yes, and clean no. It will look like laughter finding you in simple lines with kind people. That is the language of grace. Quiet, practical, faithful. Keep your oath, keep your tone, keep your daily rhythm. The wins will not need to be loud to be real. They will fit you and they will stay. Under grace.